And well, the draft is starting. No instant bans quite yet, although expecting the same old, same old.
Yeah, so am I. Hopefully, Touchwood, they're going to give us something special. We always see the Void Band, Tinker taken out. Something special would be nice. I mean, we've seen a lot of Razor, a lot of Void, even Lycan last few days. I'm pretty sure we all want something a little bit more refreshing.
Well, we did get a Meepo today already, so that was good, and it worked out wonders for them as well. And well, Insidious Idol, they get their hands on a Lycan, but correct me if I'm wrong, but did we see a Lycan yesterday and we were like, no way Awake is going to be able to stop the push? Yet they
We
did.
saw two Lycans yesterday, a Dire side and a Radiant side.
The Radiant side won, right? And the Dire side had like Lycan, Chekiro, Witch Doctor, Venomancer, plus a Nature's Prophet, maybe even. And
I think you were correct in that one, but Click and Search answer the Lycan with an Nature's Prophet and a Razor, to which we see the Skywrath Mage. So it's business as usual here, ladies and gentlemen, on HeflaTV, but unfortunately we're stuck with the same old. And I don't know about you, Coach, but as soon as we get 6.82, I'm going to enjoy this a hell of a lot more.
oh, 100%, man. Just going Craigasm all over everywhere.
Maybe not that much.
Oh, I will, man. I certainly will. It's like, to be honest, before TI4 happened, it was rather fine. Yes, there were still like the same bans picks, like in, for example, just always bans, but after TI4, that's where Razor just suddenly 100% pick. And Skyriff Mage. Before that, it was like, you'll see them every now and then. Some teams like it, some don't, but after TI4, it just solidified, kind of.
Indeed, indeed. Now, as we go into the second band phase, Earthshaker band, Centaur Warrunner band, hopefully we're going to find something unorthodox to give us something at least refreshing. I mean, I don't know about you. I was talking to some of the guys in chat between games. A Necrolite would be refreshing. A Warlock would be very refreshing, at least for me, since it's my favorite hero. We could look for, hell, even a Zeus would be refreshing at this point.
Oh man, you need to cast some Balkan Bears. Bloodseeker, Nature's
Yeah,
Prophet,
I
Zeus.
know. I know. Balkan Bears are one of my favorite teams to cast. I've seen carry Leshrax out of them. It was amazing to watch. They also almost made me lose my voice with a 1 hour and 20 minutes of Divine Rapier yelling. But we do get the AA for Click and Search in this game, and with no Void, it's going to not be as powerful as we would expect, but you've got the Nature's Prophet to hold targets still at this point.
Yeah, I guess Nature's Prophet Sprout, it's gonna have to be enough at the moment. Tidehunter was also banned by Insidious Idol, so no Ravage into Ice Blast. Lycan most likely, I would expect at least, will actually get himself a Quelling Blade this game, just to farm up faster as well as deal with the Sprout if necessary.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree. Quelling Blades are the order of business here for Insidious Idol, but speaking of Insidious Idol, what are they going to pick to go up against this? I mean,
I mean, Shadow
OD
Shaman.
could work. Nyx Assassin would equally be good against the Ancient Apparition, just to kill him dead outright at the start of every single fight. But we get a Venomancer, so push, likes more push.
Yeah, I was still completely expecting that Shadow Shaman to come out as a secondary support. Shackles into Mystic Flare, Hex into Mystic Flare, as well as Mass Serpent Force for the push, but they did run the Venomancer mid lane last time around. They had the Dire Side Lycan yesterday up against the Wake, so might be one once again. And actually, Venomancer is an extremely good hero against Razor, to be honest. Just spam the Plague Wards and guarantee some farm that way, and just be at a safe distance from the static link.
I could see that. I could certainly see that. But Sand King here for Click and Search, that's going to be their combination with the Ancient Apparition. They're looking for the big epicenters. And I like the Sand King and the Ancient Apparition for Click and Search. I just hate Nature's Rat and Razor lately.
Only lately? Well, to be honest, Nature's Prophet, it depends. For example...
I hate Nature's Rat all the time. Razor lately.
Well, I mean, to be honest, when I casted Rave in the MPGL as well here, Chrissy, he played a pretty nice Nature Prophet. He went actually really aggressive early on, just started joining fights. Like, get level 3 or something and just teleport from lane to lane, go for fights, go for early towers. Then it's rather enjoyable to watch, but if it actually, when your team is down and you really have to rat it out, then it's like, holy crap, this game will never end.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's the late game Prophet I hate. If you're playing early game balls to wall aggression VC gaming style, I got nothing against that. That's just straight up brawling and fighting. And if there's one thing I like, it's a fight. But enough for Insidious Idol. Going into their fourth pick. They've got a Venomancer, they've got a Skywrath, they've got a Lycan. I'm assuming it's a core Venomancer because of their push strategy with that Lycan. We're looking for potentially a mid-hero. Hello, Brewmaster. I'm surprised he got through this far. But we get the Brewmaster for the mid-heroes, and now we're looking for one more support, assuming it's a core Venomancer for Insidious Idol.
But if it is a core Venomancer, do they run an aggressive tri-lane with it then? I mean, aggressive tri-lane in theory is a relatively good thing to do up against Sand King, just to ensure that Sand King actually doesn't have free reign over the jungle. But yeah, I guess Brewmaster in theory can also be offlane. DK with Ice Ice used to be even run a Lycan offlane every now and then.
I don't think we're going to see a Lycan offlane now. Brewmaster could offlane, yeah. I don't think we're going to see it though. It'll probably most likely be the Venomancer offlane. Similar to how Trixie plays his, going 0, 2, 3 at level 5. It's a very powerful pushing combo, and I saw it a few times at the assembly when I was casting the Finnish teams, but of course Finnish Dota is very, very much different to Southeast Asian Dota. But Push Venomancer generally goes with a very aggressive style like that in some way, shape or form.
Well, fifth pick, the last one to come out to just finish it up for Click and Search. I guess they need either a mid laner or a safe lane farmer at the moment. Unless they go for an aggressive, well, safe lane farmer anyway, even if they go for an aggressive tri-lane with the Razor. So, are they gonna mix it up a little bit, or... I mean, what could they go for? I guess a Gyrocopter is still available if they want to. Luna possibly if they want to strengthen their push.
Luna maybe. Alchemist would equally be a good one for me, because the negative armor the Alchemist can provide. I would actually very much like to see a carry Alchemist in this one for Click and Search. I mean, you've got Sand King Alchemist, which is a good pair of stuns for the lane. It works quite well with the AA, but oh, hello. Didn't we see this the other day? I want to say we saw this yesterday with a tri-lane Queen of Pain.
Oh, it was 2 days ago. A tri-lane Queen of Pain at least. We saw a Queen of Pain yesterday still, but I don't think it was in a tri-lane, or maybe it actually was as well. I mean, I know that My Insanity definitely played an aggressive tri-lane Queen of Pain against X Game.
It could be the aggressive tri-lane co-op. We've seen it before in recent days. Twice, I believe. Once, certainly. Equally, we could have a tri-lane Razor and a mid-Queen of Pain. Brings a lot of burst damage, but they have only got one stun that's reliable on the lineup of Click and Search, and that's the Burrow Strike. We do have Cold Feet, but Cold Feet really isn't the most reliable of stuns, so this could be very risky for Click and Search, because they really have no way to lock down the Lycan.
Yeah, it's actually a worry. I mean, I guess they can Burrow Strike Sprout into Cold Feet, something like that, but not really the most reliable thing to depend upon.
Well, this does open the draft up a little bit more for Insidious Idol. I'm assuming mid lane Brew could be offlane. I'm assuming offlane Venomancer and the like. And we have the Skywrath Mage, which already is good against the Queen of Pain. And hello! I wanted something unorthodox, and they provide. We get the Tusk.
Yeah, and actually Shagasaurus picks it up, usually plays the support for them. Yesterday we did see Insidious Idol running a support Juggernaut, which transitioned into a really good semi-carry because you find all the farms just blink around the map, Omni-slash people down. So maybe the Tusk will be a little bit just similar to that. And actually, I believe they also ran an aggressive tri-lane with a Venomancer. I at least kind of somehow remember it. Black Panther playing the Venomancer in the aggro tri.
I am honestly not sure. It's been, I think, a week and a half, maybe a little bit more since I've cast Insidious Idols, and I don't think Black Panther was playing for them then. So I certainly think you may be right, but it's not one that I've seen.
Yeah, it's just somehow I remember the name Black Panther being in an aggressive tri-lane. It's weird in some way. I don't know, just memory flash. But we're in the game as always. Paused. And why can the games just never start properly?
I don't know. This is rapidly becoming a curse, and I don't like it. But nonetheless, from where we sit, for Insidious Idol, we've got Z-Red playing the Skywrath Mage. We've got Shagasaurus playing the Tusk. We have a disconnect as well. We've got Ysera playing the Brewmaster, Black Panther on the Venomancer, and finally Bethel on the Lycanthrope.
And for CNS, for Click and Search, up on the Radiant side, Well, 7-8-4-5-1-2 on the Sand King, Yamaguchi to play the Nature Prophet with Jules on the Queen of Pain, Polo on the Razor and Boxy on the Ancient Apparition as the last one. And I'm just gonna go through a vote of yesterday's game of Click and Search and just see who the fifth one was.
I think that's going to be the wisest approach, so we're not just losing our sanity trying to call him numbers. That would be a royal pain. But from where we stand, hopefully we get a reconnect as soon as possible from 7-8-4-5-1-2.
Okay, so he was Heart, or they had a player called Heart at least.
Okay, so I'm not sure if that is actually Hart though, since it would have shown in his recent names. But
You never know. Some people change their names like 5 times a day.
frequently. I don't know. I really don't know. For the sake of my sanity and yours, we'll call him Sand King or Number. Just because I'm not pronouncing that in the middle of a team fight. Not a chance.
Yeah, it's. I've heard funny things like that. Grandis, for example, once there was a name which I can't even pronounce properly, but it was SLHZ, and it's like, how the hell to pronounce that? Some people just call him Akira, and Grandis he went in a team fight like. Oh man, I just nearly laughed. It was just on the floor. Oh my god, that was so sick. Just listening to Cass suddenly in the team fight does that. It was like, wow.
Here's a true story from you. This was a LAN that I was casting. It was the assembly in Finland, and there was one of the teams called Seppo 13. Now, the admins got them to change this because they realized how much of a pain it was, but Seppo 13's team were called Seppo 18, Seppo 21, Seppo 87, Seppo 65, and there was another number. They literally called themselves Seppo plus a number at the end, which made it so hard to cast. It's equally like having Nicks and Nakes in the same game. You can slip and say the wrong one. It's a horrifying thing for casters. It's one of the true nightmares of casting, I think you'll agree.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine how hard it must have been. So just, if that's the case, usually you just go by hero names. It's safer and better for everybody. Although, as a human brain works, you just try to read whatever your eyes see, and then you're just, oh, screw this.
Yeah, it also helps you retain your sanity if you actually have something to call them by that's accurate.
Well, at least we have unpaused now. Do you think we'll see some early game aggression? I mean, in Insidious, they are looking to go into the enemy jungle as 5.
I don't think we're going to see a First Blood potential. I mean, CNS, Click and Search, they do not have the best level 1 potential in this game. What do they have? They can steal a tiny bit of damage with the Razor. Cold Feet doesn't really add up. They've got Chilling Touch, sure. But you consider, what do Insidious Idols have? Howl, Snowball, Thunderclap, Silence, Slow. It really is scary.
Yeah, it's something you usually would not want to run into, at the very least, if you have a better idea, if you have some proper vision. But, I mean, to be honest, in CSL, if they get some vision and get the Snowball, and if they can actually manage to grab everybody in the Snowball, that Snowball is suddenly at a hero because it's so damn fast with all the additional teammates that it just gathers inside itself.
Yep, very, very true. And unfortunately, we're stuck with another pause. We've got game of pauses going on. I'm going to run out of tea before we get out of the pauses. Eesh.
Man, I know a player, Finnish player, HWA Hava from Hihi. He's always like, guys, let's not start the draft yet. I have to get my tea.
Well, he's got his priorities straight. You have to get your tea first.
At least he does it before the game, then like, oh, let's draft, and then pause.
Yep, yeah, I can understand that, but doesn't mean I like it. Now we get another disconnect from, unfortunately, Polo, and hopefully he'll be able to get back in as soon as humanly possible. But since, well, okay, hopefully this is all going to go smoothly and we won't need a remake, but while we've got this gap in time, do you have any expectations coming for 6.82, Couch?
No, not really. I mean, I usually am one not to even speculate. I'm gonna wait for the changes and just take it from there. Just hoping for some new heroes to be added into the Captain's Mode more than anything else, I think.
Legion Commander, Terrorblade, Brood.
Yeah, man, Brood. It's so funny how popular that hero actually used to be in like 2012.
That hero is a nightmare for me. I hate, well, for one, I hate spiders, but Brood is just such a nightmare. I've done the A to Z challenge a few times myself, and Brood is the one that always takes me the longest. I think last time it took me 14 games just because I cannot play Brood. I don't like Brood.
Yeah, it's horribly boring for me to be honest to play that hero. It's just you have to stay at one lane. You can't really fight because you don't do anything good in a fight properly. So just stay on your lane and rat.
Pretty much, and it's the style of gameplay I hate, and that's a grand 3 for 3 pauses.
Yeah!
Ay, triple kill on the casters.
Pinky promise, guys. Pinky promise. Last pause. But I mean, I don't mind watching Filipino Dota at all. I mean, it's rather exciting and interesting usually, just lots of action. But I am a little bit sorry that they're usually having some internet issues or PC issues. It's like so common for some reason.
I know, it's an unfortunate side effect, and hopefully as the years pass, we'll see like the connectivity improve in that region, so there are less internet issues, less disconnects. But with any luck, we will be underway in this game as soon as humanly possible, and what can I say? What can I say? I suppose, at least for me, I have some expectations for 6.82. I mean, I'm looking for a few nerfs to specific heroes, maybe a change for Tide or two, like reducing the power of the Anchor Smash by 10% in terms of its physical damage reduction to 50, so it's a bit more fair, considering a 60% reduction is insane. We could be looking at tweaks to Howl again for the Lycan. Razor, I'm expecting to be toned down in terms of his passive, if anything. Maybe either Storm.
Do you think maybe just reducing the damage static link steals a little bit, or is it just not reliable enough as it is anyway in an actual team fight, or nerf the movement speed a little bit, or?
I'm not sure static link's the problem. Static link has been fine, and I don't think it's been changed in at least 6 patches.
So unstable current, maybe bonus movement speed, just tone it down by 1% each skill or level up, or?
That or a rework on his Aghanims, because the reason he's picked up is because he fits into these pushing lineups, these death balls, so well. But we get a reconnect from the Sank, and we just need the Ancient Apparition now, and we should be underway. Or not.
Wait, okay. No, one more. Oh.
Yep. But unstable current, I think, will be that, and the Aghanims rework for the Razor might be the case for that hero. But heroes like Lycan, the Howl will probably be treated with a bit of a nerf stick, because we look at Howl, and Howl is just an insane amount of damage across the entire battlefield. Other heroes that might get a look at Void will get some changes. Maybe the backtrack chance or the bash chance, something along that line.
Well, I mean, the Void, he's been pretty much the same hero for an extremely long time, yet somehow nobody played it before. It's just so weird for some heroes, just people discover them or find proper uses for them in strategies, and suddenly everybody's like, oh crap, that works.
Yeah, true. I mean, honestly, a couple of heroes that I really would love to see things like the Necrolite come into play. And it's Necrolite, not Necrophos, before anyone tries to correct me. It will always be the Necrolite to me. Warlock as well. Warlock is a very strong hero, and I feel like he could fit into the meta so well. I mean, he brings a lot of push to the table, and he, as a hero, is incredibly strong, has a very powerful slow, has a very powerful heal, as well as the Fatal Bonds. Then you throw in the Golem on top of that. It's a scary hero, and we just don't see much of it because it doesn't fit in with a lot of teams' lineups. We're underway. There wasn't an immediate pause, so touch wood, all is good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about different wood all of a sudden. Anyway, looks like both teams tried to go aggressive, but...
Couch.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Remind me to just get something so I can punch you through the internet whenever you do that. God damn it, man. That's terrible.
But you said it, not me. And it's not my fault I grew up the way I did. Estonians are a dirty bunch of people, man.
I know a few of them. But what in Divinity's Edge? Never mind. As we go into this game, I'm putting my money on Insidious Idol. Where are you putting yours?
I'm just gonna have to go for CNS. It's never fun if both casters agree on one team, man. So
Never
CNS,
play poker against me then, because I'll just force all the money out of you.
yeah, maybe someday we'll see about that.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? DreamHack, make it happen. But in the meantime, this game underway. Could be an aggressive lane here, but Black Panther is up here alone. He's in the safe lane of solo Venomancer role. He's going to be looking to push the tower, or at least get whatever gold he can while he can possibly. But he's in a 1v tri-lane scenario, so it's not going to be exactly pleasant for him. But as we take a look around the map, we equally have the Nature's Prophet going to be in a solo versus tri-lane scenario as well. And personally, if it's a Venomancer or a Prophet in a solo versus tri, I favour the Prophet slightly because of the shenanigans that he can perform with the Treants.
Yeah, and it's just the difference as well. With Nature's Prophet, he can go deep into his own jungle and actually be safe, farming near the mid lane. Whereas Venomancer, well, Plague Wards, yes, in theory you can farm, but when they're only level 1, it's just probably not gonna cut it.
Yeah, the Plague Wards right now are effectively just extra gold for the Razor, but take a look at this ninja tactics coming out of Bugsy. He could look for a rotation in the back to try to kill the pesky little Venomancer. But equally, Shagasaurus is going to go on to Numbers, and Numbers could be in a lot of trouble. He's just going to Boros Stroke over the edge, though, surely. Does he actually have enough mana? He does now, and that's not really going to get him far. Shagasaurus is just chopping him to pieces, but he's going to be far enough back. In the meantime, Ysera's going to be trading blows with Jules. Jules, I think he has a slight edge in this matchup. I mean, Shadow Strike, we all know how powerful it is, and there is really no recourse here for the Brewmaster to harass back.
Yeah, I mean, he just probably wants to get enough levels as it is, maybe go in with the Thunderclap, get some farm, then back off to the high ground once again. So far, last-hit-wise, they are actually equal. Jules sitting on 6 and 2 compared to actually 7 and 2 for each now. So, not going that bad, but this Tusk roaming around early on, I mean, he was getting rather close, I guess, to getting the kill on Sanking, but all in all, the Tusk, how much can he actually accomplish here? And oh, Sanking has an Invis rune, might be looking for a first blood here.
Well, they could get a first blood off the back of an Invis, sure, but they need something extra. In comes the Cold Feet, but the Boros Strike doesn't land, and Black Panther should just be well enough away, especially with the Ice Shards to defend that one. And a little miss-micro, a little miscontrol from Numbers is just more than enough to help him avoid getting a kill. But
oh no!
Oh god, that's a mass DC.
Holy craps. Oh man.
I cast EMP on your city.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what happened. At least the pause was rather fast. And actually, just before the pause, Yamaguchi almost went down bottom lane as well. He got chased down a little bit, and now the Skyriff Mage actually tried to get the kill because Skyriff, of course, is pretty damn fast on his feet, even without boost of speed. But Yamaguchi did some nice choking, created a tree and seer, where, well, you can see there's no trees. And actually backed off the same direction he created the trees from, whereas Skyriff Mage thought that 100% Nature's Prophet is just going to continue onwards towards his own base.
Yep, in the meantime, we do see a little bit of shenanigans in that middle lane. Ysera could potentially kill Jules. It's going to be a case, does Ysera feel merciful? How merciful is Ysera going to be feeling?
I think, I mean, even if he doesn't right-click himself, potentially if the tower is also aggroing on him, and even if not, he's already slowed down. Might get the blink though before the creeps do enough.
Could do, but it would only take one right-click out of Ysera to seal the deal, especially if it's a crit. But hopefully, we're going to be back underway as soon as Jules can reconnect. And I have one of those terrible feelings it's going to be game of pauses.
Oh man, it's... For CNS, I actually haven't had a game of pauses before. I do know I've had a lot of mini pauses with MSI Evolution Gaming Team. They're also like, pause, hang! 15 seconds later, okay, it's fine now. Then like 5 minutes pass, pause, hang!
Oh god, that's a terrifying concept. But now we are underway. Can Jules escape? Tower does get the hit, but one blink and it's going to be more than enough. Jules should be safe, and he needs his bottle. Speaking of bottle, it's being delivered to him right the hell now. So, as we stand, no first bloods yet, and if there's going to be a first blood anywhere, I have a feeling it's going to be up in this top lane. If there's going to be anywhere, it will be up here. And
well, I have to say, it should have happened already, but the Burrow Strike level 1 is just such a crappy range. And of course, he didn't actually start with boots, which is usually what you see in Sand Kings.
Yamaguchi could be in some trouble though. The concussive shot does land. All it'll take is 2 arcane bolts. There's one, but there's no follow-up for the second one. And Yamaguchi is going to survive, at least for now. He's going to TP... where'd he go? Back to base. Yeah, he went back to base. For a second I thought he went somewhere local, but nope, he's going to regenerate up and then TP back onto lane. But still, Polo looking to just get some more damage onto Black Panther. He's in a lot of trouble, actually, should there be any form of rotation. Speaking of rotations, Numbers and Bogsy could rotate around the edge, but this creep has ruined their plans. Look how defensive Black Panther is right now. He doesn't even want to risk going forward.
And hero melee creep, giving vision to Insidious Idol at the moment. Although the next time, just 1 plasma field, if he gets the maxed out damage, it should be enough to kill him. Level 2 plasma field, yes it would, so... Man, he has to play extremely careful, and not a fun lane to be in for him. Although he's actually almost level 5, so not doing all that bad, especially compared to Yamaguchi, who is only level 3.
Indeed, and from where we sit, Yamaguchi, you've got to consider, for this Nature's Prophet, he is effectively here to get experience and levels. He's only got 1 CS, 1 deny, make that 2 now. He's doubled his CS, such an insane thing. So, he's getting the levels, and those levels are going to help. But in comes the Ice Shards, the Snowball as well, but it's not going to do enough. He's under the tower. In comes the Concussive Shot. Actually, this could be enough with the backup of Z-Red, and that will be First Blood, the way of Z-Red on that Skywrath Mage. And this could be a good start here for Insidious, especially if they can start getting some momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, they are going to go for a push or at least some form of Shagasaurus, trying to just redirect the creeper away, maybe get them into the jungle. So, nicely done at the moment. The tower actually already down to half HP all of a sudden.
Black Panther could go down here. One more right click will seal his doom, especially with the TP in from Yamaguchi. It's not necessary, but we could be looking for an equal push on this the top lane now. But Numbers is going to come in with the Sandstorm, trying to defend up against Bethel and his Wolves. But the Wolves and Bethel are doing far too much to this tower, and it will still go down. First Blood, tower-wise, the way of Insidious Idol. First Blood-wise, the way of Insidious Idol. This might even be the second kill, as Numbers is going to be forced to Burrow Strike into the side. Can he be seen there? No, he should be safe, surely. No, he is. He can be seen. He's going to go down, and that's going to be an extra kill going the way of Insidious Idol.
Well, I guess it's safe to say Insidious Idol, they're off to a good start. Suddenly Bethel has another 1.1k gold in the bank on the Lycan. Went for power threads first, but I mean, probably the Vladimir's offering isn't all that far behind, and when the Lycan gets off to a good start, the enemy, they have to get an equally good start at least to just be able to stop his momentum, especially at higher side Lycan.
Yeah, but if you consider Lycan versus Razor, Lycan comes online a hell of a lot quicker. We're looking for Necrobook, in all honesty, in my mind, for this game on that Lycanthrope. If he can start pushing this bottom lane in with a Necrobook, Yamaguchi's going to be in a lot of trouble, and he might still be in a lot of trouble. The Wolves are going to come forward. They're going to start chopping away at him, and all it'll take is a couple of right clicks from Bethel. But equally, he's almost got his Metamorphosis, and once that's online, Yamaguchi won't survive.
Yeah, I mean, especially if your TP is on cooldown, it is only level 1 after all at the moment. He's most likely gonna max out Nature's Call, get the 3-ends going, but Z-Red coming in on the top lane with the concussive shot. Actually, they might get the kill if they get an additional Slowbot Sand King, level 2 Burrow Strike. No, looks like they're just getting a standoff here on the top lane.
Level 2 Burrow Strike is not that scary, though. I mean, sure, the range increase is nice between 1 and 2, but it's nowhere near enough. It's only 100 extra range. I mean, it's effectively, right now, that Sand King has the same range as a Luna. Luna doesn't have much range.
Well, it's a little bit better. I mean, Luna, I think, is at 330. So, 120 on top of that, man. Almost proper range. Almost like a real boy.
This is what pauses do to casters, guys. Now we do get a little bit of initiation. Number is going to commit to Z-Red. In comes the Ice Shards, though, buying time, and Z-Red should survive this one. There's no Ice Blast yet, and as I was saying just before this fight kicked off, this is what it pauses do to casters. It harms our sanity in levels you could not imagine.
And what? I guess we only had, what, 4 pauses here? Oh, wow.
That was close, actually, but it doesn't matter. Either way, in comes Jules. We'll get it with the Scream of Pain, and we could see a turnaround. We could see some more fights. You do have the pressure from Shagasaurus nearby, but Snowball and Ice Shards won't be enough at this point, or will it? They're going to commit to Numbers, but he's going to Burrow Strike out. Drops the Plasma Field as well, and the Sonic Wave. That's going to clean up, and a double kill the way of Jules. Now Jules is going to back out. She doesn't really want to risk being caught. And a brawl going quite heavily the way of CNS there.
Yeah, just Jules coming in like that, snatching 2 kills for herself. It's pretty damn good. even found the regeneration rune now, even better. So I guess they are kind of now at least looking for the fights, looking for the advantage to actually be able to stop that Lycan. And
Sarah in the mid lane, though, now going to be the target here. Going to take a good chunk of damage, but he should be safe. He should be more than
Pop
safe.
region, Jules, pop region, yes. Are you going to go for it? Blink, Scream of Pain.
Forces the primal split. Now comes the potential for a turnaround. All it will take is him to get on target. You got to throw him up in the air. Going to dispel it second up. In comes the stun. The concussive shot as well. Where's the ancient seal? There it is. That's going to be more than enough damage with the ice shards and the snowball, and that's a big kill going the way of Insidious Idol. But while this has been going on, there have been some shenanigans in the bottom lane. Bethel's been doing those lycanthrope little strategies. He's already done a good amount of damage to this tier 2. Holy hell, it's down by 3/4 of its total health.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty damn huge. And I mean, I thought that Queen of Pain getting those 2 kills on the top lane might be enough to just try to help her snowball as well, just get the burst damage necessary to jump into the pushing lineup of Insidious Idol and blow them up. But since she died now as well, tier 1 tower also fell mid lane, possibly tier 2 tower not too long in this world either on this bottom. So it's Insidious Idol. It's free to free, but they are definitely in the lead. And oh, they're going to go for pole as well. Arcane Bolt's flying already. Checkastars, he has the snowball, gonna use it. Should be an easy kill. They don't really need the ice shards even, so.
No, and especially with Bethel now here, this could be another push. And I'll point this out, they've already lost, CNS have already lost the mid tier 1. And equally, they've almost lost this bottom tier 2. If this tower falls, Roshan will open up for Insidious Idol like the gates of hell. They can just walk in, take what they want, and walk out. It's a very uncomfortable position here for CNS. They're losing towers to the Lycan. They're losing kills as well to the Lycan. And this is a dire side Lycan. I really don't need to point out how powerful this will be. This is very reminiscent, though, of a game yesterday where we had a Lycan just go and take 2 tiers worth of tower on the bot lane. It was Radiant side. Just snowballed off the back of that. And we do get another smoke coming out of CNS from Numbers and from Bugsy, and if they can find a kill, that will be absolutely perfect. And Black Panther could be the target here. Yamaguchi going to TP into the tree line. And they go for Black Panther, or surely they're going to try, but with the Sprout, there's surely not enough here. He's just going to TP, doesn't want to risk being caught. Yeah, he's well enough away and safe, but in comes Z-Red. This is a bit of a miscue. He's here alone, or is he? Ysera comes in, just crits the insect. Goodbye, Sand King. But they lose Z-Red in exchange, but Bugsy will go down to a few more right clicks. Hell, 1 more crit. It doesn't even need to crit. Just look at the damage coming out of Ysera, and that's a double kill the way of the Brewmaster. Equally, though, could they go for Polo? Could they go for more? Do we have a primal split? Yes, we damn well do, I believe. Yep. And he could go aggressive here. He doesn't have his blink, though. He went for a drum instead, and now he's only he's 1,600 away from a blink. When Ysera gets his blink dagger, bad things abound for CNS.
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought when switching to the network about a minute ago or so, I was like, Ysera most likely has his blink dagger, but no, went for drums instead. I mean, it's not the bad choice. Facebook drums actually. We just saw how effective it can be just chasing down people and right-clicking them, smacking them down. Actually slows down Ball as well. Does he really want to go for the kill? Thunderclap, he has the primal split if need be. No, he backs off from the static link, but... And he's just playing so damn aggressive.
Well, he can. He's playing the Brewmaster incredibly well. Now we do get potential for a threat right now. In comes the concussive shot as well as the snowball. Goodbye, Razor. Tusk wins.
Yeah, and they're both level 6 now as well, the supports, which is actually extremely strong for them. Of course, on the flip side, Boxy is also level 6 on the Ancient Apparition, so Ice Blast is available. Although I still think Insidious Idolman, just the momentum that they have at the moment. Even the Venomancer actually has a decent enough amount of farm at the moment. Power Threads, Ring of Aquila, and a Headrest Force Net Mech. Considering what lane he actually had, so... Insidious Idol, in all fronts, looking pretty good and like and all. He did destroy the tier 1 tower bottom lane.
I don't know if you saw that, but the Sand King came in and tried to deny that, and it was a case of both heroes stopped attacking with the same command, and it just looked comical. But Bethel gets that tier 2, and Roshan is now on the cards big time for the dire side here. Specifically considering that Necro Book is now online. That is a 12 minutes Vlad's Treads Necro Book. This is all going to spiral out of control very quickly if CNS cannot get this Lycan in check. But I raised the point in the draft. What do CNS really have to stun and bring down this Lycan? Sand King. That's it. There is nothing else.
Yeah, they're gonna have to like Burrow Strike into Ice Blast into Sonic Wave or something to deal with the Lycan, but if you use all of the spells on just killing off that one hero, it's not gonna cut it, not by far. So, Insidious Idol, they are rolling. They're doing whatever they want. I mean, Ysera has a blink dagger now already 13 minutes in with mid power threads, face boots, and drums. So the initiation power is there. He has Primal Split, which is level 2. Shagasaurus on the Tusk actually has face boots, Robe of Magi, and an Urn of Shadow as well. I mean, Shagasaurus on the support, somehow he seems to just find his farm.
It really does, and it's just quite scary how good it is. And you've got to consider, now we're seeing another fight, and tanking really couldn't stand versus that Mystic Flare, but in comes the Ice Blast. That's going to potentially get the kill there, and Yamaguchi will go down to that Walrus Punch. And Tusk, he only has himself a Robe of the Magi. He's going to be going for his own drum and an Urn of Shadows, so nothing really special, but these small incremental items on a Tusk are what make the hero. That is a guaranteed 350% crit with Walrus Punch. That really does add up, but Z-Red could be the target here. He didn't go down to the Ice Blast, but Yamaguchi's going to pay for his aggression. In comes Ysera. Go back to the fountain. Nature's Prophet, you are not wanted here.
Well, 10 to 4. I mean, I'm dreading looking at the graphs, to be honest, at the moment. But we're gonna have to do it anyway for the viewers, if not for ourselves.
That's
so
10,000
holy
gold
crap,
lead.
man.
That's a 12,000 gold lead. It'll be slightly more when Roshan falls, and Bethel's doing that right now. Experience-wise, it's a 7.5k gold lead, the way of Insidious Idol. And Insidious Idol are just controlling this battlefield like masters. The draft is, in my mind, better. They have better positioning. They have the ability to push easier. They've now got the Aegis as well off the back of this one. And I'm honestly just looking for the next tier 2 push.
Oh,
the tier
Polo,
1
he is so screwed. Is there actually? No, they miss him. Oh my, are you kidding me? The Razor, he just ran past them. He juked it. I think he's still going to go down Bethel. Yes, they have vision. Haste Rune is there on Brewmaster as well, and should be an easy kill still.
And they got the courier off the back of that as well. Polo needs to TP out, but can he get out in time? Yes, he can. And Bethel not being able to finish that one off, but they did get the courier. And the courier is a very key thing. Normally, it's the team with the Nature's Prophet would expect to be getting those courier snipes, but not in this case. Insidious Idol just everywhere. And they're going to go for Yamaguchi. Big crit and a Mystic Flare as well. Mystic Flare wasn't even needed, but Z-Red just throws it anyway.
Yeah, at the very least, Jules takes care of the tier 1 tower top lane. Actually, rather close to his Orchid now as well. Orchid.
Oh, numbers. Numbers goes down to the 3-man rotation. That's incredibly unpleasant.
I don't think they're done yet. I mean, Blink, 2 seconds of cooldown. They want to go for Razor as well. Snowball coming in, 3 heroes.
That snowball just goes across the map like a truck. And just look at that level of burst damage. My God, I made an analogy yesterday. The pushing power of Insidious Idol in this case is a truck going down a lane at 60 miles an hour that will swerve and take out anything in its path. That snowball is going faster than 60 miles an hour across this map.
I mean, it's an actual snowball. What can I say? It's working out wonders for them. Insidious Idol their entire draft. At the start, the laning phase, I mean, Venomancer was struggling a little bit. Tusk went in to help. Didn't really accomplish all too much, but just Lycan having that free farm. Level 2 Necrobook now finished as well. And it's just CNS not having an answer, not being able to fight early enough. And they are paying the price for it now.
Indeed, they are. And just the strength of the ganking power of Insidious Idol. They have push and gank. The two things that their strategy requires. Sure, you've now got an Orchid up on Jules and like Queen of Pain, but is an Orchid really going to be enough, considering when a gank comes, it's 3 people. Z-Red, Shagasaurus, and of course, on that Brewmaster, Ysera. And the pings come out from Shagasaurus. They want to fight in this mid lane here, and this could be an absolute disaster. Smoke comes out from CNS. Who's going to get the upper hand in this fight that's coming up? I mean, this is literally going to be a train wreck. And everyone comes uphill, they get caught all by the Promise, but in comes the Mystic Flare, snowball through everyone, and Charuk, and that's going to be a good hit on the numbers, and he will most likely go down. One right click, Shagasaurus cleans that one up, make that a wicked sick for Ysera. The Primal Split is there, Yamaguchi's going to be the next target. In comes Jules on that high ground, looking to do what damage he can to Z-Red, but in comes Lycan, 2 big swipes of his paw, going to be enough to clean up Jules, but Razor will try to turn around and get something in exchange. They get the Tusk, they get the Skywrath Mage, but it's a 2 for 3 trade at the minute. Make that a 2 for potentially 4. Ysera backing out for a little bit longer, so the split breaks, but Bethel still charging around this map, looking for what they can. Polo cancels his TP. Now he's going to come back in. This is very bad for the Razor. He's going to get bottled up and killed within this point in the jungle. And Jules will come in, look for what he can, but It's not enough, even with the ultimate, even with the Sonic Wave, but in comes the Burrow Strike. They're looking for more off the back on that one. Ice Blast to land as well. It catches on the Brew. He goes down. Now they're looking for Bethel. Is it going to be enough? It's an equal trade, but there's still an Aegis down. Now Black Panther is in the mix. GG is called. And what the hell was this team fight? This was an absolute cacophony. And as the Ancient falls, a Mystic Flare drops. That's the end of game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the fight didn't go even all that bad for the Philippines, for Click and Search, but they actually said, or at least Jules said, that it's hard to play because they're lagging maybe a little bit too much, or I don't know what's the case actually, but I'm hoping to God at the moment that the game 2 won't be a forfeit because of those lags.
You and me both. You and me certainly both. I want to see game number 2. I want to see more Tusk play, in all honesty, but from where we stand, that's it for game number 1. So me and Coucher will join you shortly for game number 2.